Hey everyone, welcome. It's Jess from Capella Wellness. I hope all you guys are well. I send you many blessings and much love as I always do. I'm recording this on Halloween, hence my blueberry shirt for today before I change to my costume. So I'm hoping to get this out today, Halloween. So if you watch this on Halloween, I hope you have an enjoyable, fun one if you celebrate that. And yeah, we're gonna look into the weekly encouragement messages for this week. Now remember, time is fluid, energies are always changing, okay? I'm doing this a little bit later than I had planned. My check engine light came on in my car and I took it to see what it was about nearby, and my catalytic converter is having issues. That might be the actual death of my car, but I gave it to God. So guys, whoever needs to hear this, when stuff like that happens, and those of you who've been watching me, you already know what I've been going through, especially with my car. So just roll with the punches, guys, okay? I'm not worried about it. I prayed about it and I said it is what it is. I know what God's doing in my life, and I know what that catalytic converter costs. So I mean, it's like I'm just giving it to God. So whoever needs to hear that type of encouragement, don't let those things get to you, okay? Because God has a bigger plan at the end of the day. So pray about it, release it to the universe, and just go about your day. It's like me. The show must go on, right? I got to keep doing my mission work. It's much later in the day than I had planned. I've got some plans later on this evening with, family and stuff for Halloween, so we'll see how it turns out. But anyway, I wanted to mention that because I hope I can be some sort of inspiration for everything that I've been going through. The show must go on. You keep moving forward and you keep your eyes on God. That's exactly what I've been doing, because if not, I would definitely be losing my shit. But anyway, we're gonna see what the weekly encouragement message is for you guys. It might be Tower again. We got that a few weeks ago. It might be Star Card. I don't know. I'm seeing stuff, but we'll see. But remember, have an open heart and open mind when you receive these messages. This is for spiritual growth. I'm not here to be a fortune teller. This is not what this is. I'm not all about rainbows, puppies, and unicorns, and a lot of you know that. If you are new here, I speak the truth and only that, okay? If you can't handle it, you need to work on yourself. But again, be open and receptive to these messages, because this is for your well-being. It's for your betterment. All right, that's what I'm here for. I don't know why I'm saying all this stuff at the beginning here, but there's a reason for that. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's see. I don't know. I usually take the card from the top, but if the card falls out, it's all in God's hands, okay? So let's see what the encouragement message is for the collective for this week. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, it came out. I heard stop, but it came out. Oh my God, what was I saying? You keep moving forward. You keep persevering. It's the 9 of Wands. You see what I mean? That's probably why I said that, okay? Don't give up. Some of you are so close to something big, and we've been getting the big thing energies for a while. Remember, time is fluid. Even though I say something big's happening and this is the energy for this week, remember, God doesn't know what a week is. He doesn't necessarily have a calendar. He doesn't know what an hour is. He doesn't know what a day is. We're on God's time, okay? But some of you have been getting these messages for a while. Stay the course. Your endurance is being tested. This is a test of faith, guys. This is totally for me too. It's like no joke that I was talking about my stuff, because I'm supposed to be here to be helpful to you guys, to be an example. Like for me, I can't give up. I gotta keep doing what God's asked me to do, no matter what the hell happens to my car, no matter what the hell happens later on in the day. It doesn't matter. It's all part of God's bigger plan, even though some of us don't really think it is, but a lot of us have to trust in this, okay? there's something about you blocking yourself from your abundance, because some of you might be a little bit defensive, or you're kind of closing yourself off because of whatever it is that's going on in your life. Okay, God doesn't want you to do that. All right, because when you're this standoffish type of energy, or you're just kind of like closing yourself in, because sometimes you can set boundaries that are unhealthy, right? Because sometimes you put too many boundaries up, and then it's like you're saying, nope, I'm not letting anybody in, right? It's like getting defensive. Okay, it's like, nope, whatever. This is, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to be doing this, because this is weariness. Okay, you've been through battles, one battle after the other, and some of you are like, I'm tired. God, I am tired. And I get that, because I honestly, when I was praying yesterday morning, I'm like, God, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm tired. There's no shame in doing that if that's what you've been doing. Okay. But then I prayed to God for strength to get me through this, right? What's after this? It's the 10 of Wands, and you cycle back to the east, right? This is the last challenge that some of you have to go through. It's 555 as I say that on my clock here, my timer. If you, I lost my train of thought. This is the last test before you achieve some great success. A lot of you, your faith is being tested. Are you going to keep your eyes on God, like I was saying? Are you going to persevere? How much stamina do you have, guys? Are you going to throw in the towel right before the miracle occurs? Are you going to give up right before the miracle occurs? And some of you are like, I've been waiting for this miracle for a while. It's exhausting, okay? It is just like battle after battle. Okay, you get through one, checkpoint done. And you go through the other one, and it's like, man, okay, I can get through this, right? It's the same thing that I have been going through, okay? I'm not letting anything get to me, no matter how catastrophic it can be. Because I know God's testing me. God's going to be like, okay, Jess, how are you going to handle this now? Especially with all the other issues I've been having with my car and everything else that's been going on, right? Are you going to give up on life? Are you going to give up on your mission work? Are you just going to give up on me, right? We shouldn't be giving up on God either, nor should we be giving up on ourselves. All right, so whatever it is that you've been battling, guys, push through it, okay? I know a lot of you are tired. This is not easy to overcome, but you're being asked to just stick it out a while longer. And you're probably saying, but Jess, I've been sticking it out for so long. I know, I'm in the same boat as you, okay? For those of you who are resonating with this. But at the end of the day, it's like I saw this picture. It was from a prophetic word video that I saw. And it was a picture of like a miner or something who was like, oh, there's diamonds here. I'm going to keep digging, and digging. And the guy was digging for a long while. You saw the trail of all the rock and dirt and stuff that he removed. And then he stopped. His head was down, sweat coming down his face, something like that. He was tired. He was 9 of Wands. He's like, oh my God, I can't do it anymore. And when you look at the picture, a bunch of diamonds were probably like, 2 inches away from the guy with his pickaxe, whatever he was using. He was that close. God isn't going to give us something magnificent here if we're going to throw in the towel. Because a lot of us are being tested right now. How far can we go? With all the work that you guys have put in for whatever this is not the time to drop the ball. This is not the time to give up and throw in the towel. Call it quits. This is not the time to do it. You're so freaking close, okay? And if you're shutting yourself off to the world and you're just like, whatever, I'm so done with this. I'm tired of being tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? You're being prepared for other things that God has for you. Because people who are able to have this type of endurance to stick it out, they get greatly rewarded. There's that Starbucks story about how the founders, they kept getting rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected. I'm pretty sure it was 9 of Wands. It was tiring. But they had faith, I'm guessing, and they were really like passionate about what they were doing. They're like, well, it's got to work somewhere. 10-10. Can you imagine? There would be no Starbucks if those guys gave up. And I think they were rejected like 100 times or something like that, or it took them 100 times or a long time to have somebody like back them up or like support them, whatever the story was, right? I know Starbucks might not be the best example, but it is an example. If you look at the guys who had a dream and they didn't give up on it, and look what happened. I bet you anything God had it destined for them to have Starbucks be that successful. They must have had a tremendous amount of faith. And no matter how much they got knocked down, they got right back up, right? So this is that energy. You have no idea what's on the other side of that dirt, the rock that you have been trying to remove for a very long time. You are so close. Don't give up before the miracle occurs. Bottom of the deck. It's a 5 of Cups. Sadness, disappointment. You were hoping for something and it didn't happen. I was freaking hearing a video on YouTube this morning. It came up on my YouTube feed about why God makes you wait. For those of you who are my members, or I'll probably put in the community tab for all of you to watch that video if that video has never come across before. Okay? You're being prepared for something greater than those people who just like, no, I'm just gonna settle. No, I really am not gonna put in the hard work. No, you know what? I'm gonna give up on this. Took too long. It's not getting me anywhere. I'm not getting any results. I know for me, with everything that I've been through and everything that I've done, I put in too much hard work into this to throw it all away. Because I know God's promised me some things. I just have to have faith and have to trust. And this sets in for a lot of us, right? Oh, I thought this was going to work out. I was hoping this was going to be it. I was hoping all this hard work that I was going to put into this, I was going to reach my end goal. I was going to be here by now. I should have been here by now. Or maybe you're sad because all the hard work that you've put in, you're not seeing any results to something. It could be anything. And there's this like, remember when I talked about the guy with the pickaxe, whatever, his head's hung over. It's exactly this picture. That's why I told you guys about that image. I should go find that video or find that picture if I can find it and post it. You see what I said with the head hanging over? He's like, this sucks. I can't believe this is happening. I was hoping for something and it didn't happen when I wanted it to. It didn't happen the way I thought. You got to look at the silver lining in this, guys. There's always a silver lining to everything. Even when I talked about with my car today, there's a silver lining to that too. I just let God handle it, and I go about my day, and I do what God has asked me to do for the day, which is what I'm doing now. I can't get caught up in this, because look, there's like crying over spilt milk. Some of you were very, very saddened about something you shouldn't be saddened about because you still have 2 of Cups here. For some of you, this is the actual 2 of Cups in tarot. The sacred union, okay? The commitment, the partnership, being with like-minded people, being with your soulmate, your counterpart, okay? You're like, all this stuff's not working out for me. The cups are overturned. Can't drink out of them anymore. Nothing's working. Nothing's happening. But if you look up, you've got a castle there. A really nice one overlooking the ocean. For whatever reason, I'm getting one of those houses on a cliff in Hollywood Hills in California. That may be an omen for somebody. Maybe somebody's been manifesting a house like that. But they told me that for a reason. You still have cups there. You just need to turn around. What didn't work out, what happened in the past, leave it in the past. You're supposed to learn something from it. You're supposed to move on from it, right? Five of Cups is forgiveness. It's moving on. Releasing the emotional baggage. Releasing the tiredness, the being weary. Okay? Yes, this is not working out the way you had wanted it to. But God's trying to get you to have faith because He has something better. What I'm being told is that these cups here are better than the Three of Cups that you had or you currently have. He has something bigger here. And for some of you, it is that commitment. It is that partnership. It is having more like-minded friends, whatever this is for you. Whatever you've been working so hard on. You've been working on your healing. You've been working on your mission work, whatever it is. Then you're like, my God, I said you're sick and tired of being tired. And you're also sick and tired of like being in this like Debbie Downer energy for some. Or the sadness. The grief. Maybe you've lost a lot and it's been disheartening for you. This is after the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is just being disheartened, being discontent. Like, I don't want this anymore. It's not working out. I don't see the point. And then you get to the Five of Cups and it just lingers on and it's like, man, this is getting really disappointing. I'm very sad about this. I've lost so much. What gives? I'm hearing that from somebody. Some of you, you could have literally lost people in your life. You've lost things that made you happy once, but God's telling you there's something better that's going to make you happy. This could be, for some of you, materialism, okay? And I know these cards don't show that, but I channel stuff out of this stuff. So for some of you, it could be even the loss of a home, all right? God may promise you a home and you're like, where is it? The loss of a job, the loss of a person that you cared about, whatever this is, the loss of whatever, material things that once made you happy, or the lifestyle that made you happy, the past made you happy. But now you're like, you're in a different place now and it's like, okay, when is that gonna come back? Again, the silver lining. Because God's got something better than what you had in the past. And for those of you who've lost things, those of you who expected something to happen and it didn't, maybe you were regretting something. You feel shameful for something. You made mistakes. You probably said to yourself, I should have done that. I should have known better. A song by Richard Marx that may be significant for somebody. If it comes up for you guys or you hear that song, that's confirmation of this reading, okay? I'm hearing if you see houses on the cliffs, that might be confirmation of this reading, whatever I'm saying. You're thinking, I should have never done that. I would have been in a different place. If I would have better understood that, I would be in that mansion. I would be in that house. I would be in that situation, the better situation. But it had to happen because that had to be pushed away. And you guys got to let go of the past. You got to move on. There's going to be forgiveness for some of you. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of putting in all the effort or whatever. Have you forgiven yourself and the other person? That's the gateway to having it all, right? Forgiveness is the Two of Cups. If you want true love in your life, you have to learn to forgive. That's just the bottom line. And some people are like, I can't. Put it up my walls. I'm not going to do that. The hell with that. Well, then I can't do anything for you. Don't expect a union to happen. Don't expect true love to be flowing in your life, or for you to experience that. Because true love is divine love, guys. Forgiveness is a divine state of being. You do not have that in your heart space. Don't expect for Two of Cups to happen. That's the cold, hard truth, okay? Because of what I just said. Because true love is divine love. Forgiveness is a divine state of being. Without that, you cannot have this here. For some of you, this is about a relationship, okay? Others of you, it's other things. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody. Queen of Swords is at the top of the deck. Have head-heart balance. Watch your thoughts. You're more wise than you think you are. Don't get, for some of you, all Queen of Swordsy, the shadow side of her, where you're cold-hearted. And you say very harsh things. You're very abrupt, condescending, controlling, belittling, chopping off people's heads with swords. What did that get anybody? You cut somebody's head off, they can't speak to you, right? They can't look at you. They can't do anything because they're dead. All right, some of you may be in that energy. Having a cold heart, true love can't get to that. If you put Fort Knox around that heart, right? So some of you may be in that. Others of you, this is seeing the humor in the situation. You're smart enough to know, guys, that whatever situation is causing this Five of Cups here, you see the silver lining and you see the humor in it, okay? I'll tell you, when I went to go check on my car for something, the neighbor across the street from my parents, they have Charon, who is the ferryman for the river Styx, okay? There's a symbol for this. He totally started talking, and I've been here for almost a month now, and I had never heard that display say anything. And it was talking about your soul will be mine, right? Like, you know, blah, 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 talking all about these evil things, right? And I was like, is that the devil trying to get to me because of what's going on now? No, I'm not going to let that happen, right? And I laughed at it. I laughed at that, and I laughed at the thing about what was happening with my car today. Again, seeing the humor in the situation, because you know that you go through life's experiences and challenges to help you build the stamina, the endurance, the strength. That no matter what the hell happens to you, you keep going. A lot of you have this intelligence to understand this. That even through all the disappointment, you know there is a reason for it. You should know by now, for some of you, that when things don't go your way, there's always a lesson to be learned, because swords are about lessons. And she is a badass queen because of all the hard knocks that she's been through. All the things that didn't work out in her favor. Okay, God, all right. What's the lesson in my learning from this? Faith, endurance, perseverance, trust in the plan and divine timing. Knowing that I'm stronger and more capable than I thought I was to handle this. She's a very tough queen, right? She's also very mentally tough, where her thoughts don't try to get her off course. Her, what's it called? Eight of Swords energy. Her overactive mind, it doesn't cause her to start thinking about giving up and throwing in the towel. She sees the lesson in this. She sees the value in what this is teaching her. Okay? She's gone through a lot of shit. It's the hard knock queen. She's been through tough times, a lot of very challenging experiences. But she got to the top. and she's queen. And because she's that mentally strong, and she also has a strong heart too, she knows what to cut out of her life and what not to. She knows what is best for her and what is not. She's always trusting in her divine guidance to make sure that she's clear on the decisions that she needs to make sure she's clear on staying on her path of truth. She doesn't let those difficulties mess her up, especially mentally. And she knows that she's that strong of a person that nothing can take her off her throne. She can't be knocked down. It's exactly what I was talking about before. There is something here about with not giving up, because there could be somebody in this Queen of Swords energy who is going to stop with all the bullshit, stop circumventing the truth, who's going to speak their truth, who's going to be very blunt, very honest. She's standing in her integrity. So there could be somebody who's coming to this feminine energy of, not allowing any regret or shame for things that happened in the past to get the best of her. Because there's something about speaking a truth here to somebody. And having the mental strength to do so. This person is not going to get so affected by their emotions when they speak their truth. They're cutting out 5 of Cups because of things that happened in the past. Regret, shame. This is I'm sorry card. I miss you card. Somebody knows that they need to speak their truth to you, or you need to speak your truth to somebody. And just stand in your integrity. Because when you do, when you persevere and you just get through this difficult time, there's the 2 of Cups. There's a massive test this week, guys, for a lot of you. I'm hearing how far are you going to go. I'm telling you, you guys are so close to something. You're so close, guys. Look, the freaking castle's right across from you. And the 2 of Cups are literally right behind you. It's like you turn around and they're right there. That's how close you are. Let's see what guidance we have for you. I'm using the Keepers of the Light deck, which I haven't used in a while, but they wanted me to use this deck for this weekly. They're flipping out. I don't even have to take the top. It's Paul the Venetian, Experiencing Grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Okay? I think it's the Shekinah or the Shekinah. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I said it both ways. The sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. See that dove there with peace? Peace is going to be restored into your life for some of you. All right? As usual. Oh my God. I turned right to it. See? Peace will be restored. You just got to push through it, okay? He is the keeper of the light who helps us accept our talents and hone our skills so that we can share the beauty of our soul with the world. He brings waves of good energy, grace, and encouragement and works with all artists, musicians, designers, and anyone else who needs support in channeling their talents. Whatever creative ideas you are having at this time, they are inspired by the divine. Paul the Venetian is here to help you channel your gifts. You may have felt blocked or held back in the past, but now it's time to recognize how talented you really are. Follow your bliss and share your grace. Your creativity is a gift to the world, and as you share it with all those around you, you make space in your heart for goodness to enter. Recognize your gifts today and express your creative self in a way that suits you. Some of you, this is about businesses, projects, your mission work. I talked about that, right? Keep sharing it. See, it says he's here to bring waves of good grace, energy, and encouragement. The weekly encouragement message. All right, so let's look at the bottom of the deck. So this card says, the Shekinah is the twin flame of the Holy Spirit. It is the female aspect of the God particle or creation energy. She is more of an essence than a being, but has the ability to show herself in ways that we will understand. She was acknowledged in the sacred teachings of Judaism and also called the Sophia of Christ in the Gnostic Gospels. She is a powerful female voice of spirit who is here to bring about equality and to help the world move on from the male-only image of God. She reminds us that God is all loving and all accepting. Whenever she appears in a reading, she points out the change makers, the love creators, and gift sharers of the world, who are here to unite all hearts around the world. Don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is the time to celebrate. There is a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day just by being alive and brings a sense of balance and equality to the world. Don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is pretty much dampening your spirit, I would say. Okay? You defy gravity every day. Very well be Nine of Wands, right? Look what's underneath this. It's the Green Tara, the Supreme Protection card. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. See, I was talking about the trust, right? Move beyond limitation. God is removing things from your life. Wow. Look what's at the top of the deck. It's Master Jesus. What did I say about forgiveness? You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Okay? Wow, they want me to read that card. Okay, you see what happens? I think I'm done, and they're like, no, Jess, you're not done. Master Jesus. Forgiveness is an act of self-love. You are being encouraged to know that whatever you have done to yourself or others, the divine is not condemning you. You don't have to forget what has happened, but you no longer need to allow your whole story to be defined by a situation that doesn't support you.